this is Lee from ColouringQueen.net, and today I want to show you the latest colouring book from Rita Berman. Now, she has a series of these books. This is the last one. They're all based on the seasons. So there's summer, which is this one, spring that was released a month or so ago, autumn and winter. So card cover. We've got a white medium quality paper. This is a good spot here to test out your mediums on, test out your markers, see how they react with the paper and your colouring style. Now, all of the books are set up in the same way. There's always a little note from the artist with a little drawing here to colour in. At the back of the book there's always some full page ads for the other books in the series if you don't have them. But there's only 4 in this series because they're based on the seasons. So the artwork is super cute and whimsical, and it always relates to the actual season. Now, because Rita Berman is a German artist, the season that we're referring to is Europe, and obviously it's based on images that you would find in Europe, not necessarily the same as in other countries. So we've always got these cute and quirky little houses. Now this one does go across both pages, but see how it's been cleverly laid out so that none of the line art sinks into the binding, making it easy for you to colour in that double page spread. Now the line art is a nice medium weight, and it's very black and very crisp, which makes it super easy for those that have a minor visual impairment to see the line art. And see how all of these double page spreads have been cleverly positioned here, so they're just falling like a millimetre off the spine, but it's enough so that you can colour in there without the artwork sinking into the binding. Now, I've only just got this book and I've only gone through it once, but it is folding down quite flat and quite easily. And if I start lifting some weights again and building up my muscles, I might be able to push it down with just a couple of fingers soon. Now, there's a lot of images in this book that have a full page design, and so there's a lot of detail in them, more so I think than in the other books. But they are all gorgeous. They're all very cute and very whimsical. I'm a big fan of these little cute houses. They're often in the other books as well. They're very sweet. And buildings are such a great thing to colour in if you're just new to colouring, or you're not very confident. But you can't really make any mistakes with buildings. And see again, this is a double page spread, but it's just a smidgen, like a millimetre, away from the centre so that you can colour it in. We've got a pre-printed black background on this one. This one seems to have more double page scenes than in the other books. The paper's white, it's a medium quality. These sorts of books aren't designed for wet mediums, so if you did want to use markers, etc., just realise that if it's alcohol-based markers like Copics or Bics or Sharpies, that you're going to lose the image on the other side, which would be a shame. Now, water-based markers like Zigs or Tombows should be absolutely fine, providing that you don't add a lot of water to them to blend them out as you can with those products. If you're just using them straight as a marker, then you should be fine. Things like Inktense or watercolours, this is not watercolour paper, and colouring books don't have watercolouring paper unless they're specifically designed with watercolour paper. So those sorts of products will bend or buckle the page, and that's not such a big deal. I don't mind it if the page is buckled a bit. You can always push some books down on it, flatten it out if it's a problem for you. the wetness that you put on the page may affect the image on the reverse. So just bear that in mind. If you're very heavy-handed with the water, you might ruin the actual image on the reverse. So what I would do is I would test out your wet medium and how you colour with them, your technique, your style, at the rear of the book where the ads for the other books are, so that you can see what happens to the reverse of that page. But we've got some gorgeous little sweet cute images, and every time I see one of these books from this particular series, I think it's my favourite book, and then I see the next one and it becomes my favourite. I think it's just too hard to choose. They're all gorgeous. And so now I've got the entire set, and this would be the great spot here to test out your mediums on one of these ads. These are ads for the other books in the series. So there we have it, the last in the Seasons colouring book series from Rita Berman. I hope you enjoyed this colouring book review. The links to buy are below the video. Until next time, happy colouring.